Residents of a New Mexico village have described their panic as two wildfires sweep through a mountain range, causing evacuations, an emergency declaration, and one death. The two blazes have converged near Ruidoso inside a tribal reservation, prompting its 7,800 residents to flee. They are the South Fork Fire, which has burned more than 1,400 structures since it ignited on Monday, and the Salt Fire, which is raging to the south of the village. One Ruidoso resident spoke of being scared to death after being engulfed in smoke. "We have been through several fires in the 19 years we've been there, and none of it was fierce like this one," 83-year-old Frank Loya told the Reuters news agency. The two blazes have scorched more than 20,000 acres and remain 0% contained, according to a Tuesday night update from authorities. "The horrific South Fork Fire and Salt Fire have ravaged our lands and property and forced thousands to flee their homes," said New Mexico Governor Michelle Lujan Grisham, who declared a state of emergency. "We are deploying every available resource to control these fires." The fatality was confirmed by her office, though no details have been given. Christy Hood, a real estate agent in Ruidoso, told the Associated Press how she fled with her husband, 2 children and dogs without even taking clothes or a toothbrush. Locals were urged on Monday to evacuate without trying to gather belongings. "As we were leaving, there were flames in front of me and to the side of me," she said. "And all the animals were just running, charging, trying to get out." Most of the hundreds of structures destroyed were thought to be homes, said George Ducker of the New Mexico Forestry Division. He told the BBC that both fires had spread because of dry conditions and wind, but what sparked them remained under investigation. The fires prompted the partial closure of U.S. Highway 70, south of the village, and phone outages that have posed a challenge for emergency responders in Ruidoso. Nearby communities have open shelters for evacuees, and the city of Roswell has cleared hospital space for patients evacuating from the Ruidoso Hospital. Wildfires in New Mexico are not unusual, and the fire forecast for this year predicted normal activity, Ducker said. But parts of southeastern New Mexico are experiencing what is classified as an exceptional drought. Ruidoso attracts tourists to its trails, parks, and wilderness because of its proximity to the Lincoln National Forest. In California, firefighters are battling another wildfire north of Los Angeles, where more than 15,000 acres of land has burned, and hundreds have been forced to evacuate. The post-fire was 31% contained as of Tuesday evening, according to the CAL FIRE website. The wildfires come as parts of North America grapple with the first heat wave of the season. More than 70 million Americans, about 1 in 5 people, remain under heat alerts on Wednesday. Heat alerts also now apply in 6 Canadian provinces. Some cities, including Chicago, have surpassed previous record high temperatures for this time of year. Wildfires happen naturally in many parts of the world, and their overall number has decreased over the last 2 decades. Scientists say extreme weather events are becoming more frequent and intense as a result of human-caused climate change, fueled by activities like burning fossil fuels and cutting down forests. Heat waves have become more frequent and more intense globally since 1950, says the UN's climate body, the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC. Such hot weather can create conditions that make wildfires spread more likely, the IPCC says, by contributing to longer droughts,